Well, welcome everybody back to the Flying Doghouse. Time to do an aircraft update video. So we're going to take a look today at the SC Designs Northrup F-5 Tiger II. And this aircraft has got so much history, it's hard to even know where to start. So let's do this. Let's talk about just how many countries have used this plane. It's absolutely amazing. So quite a few still in service. Bahrain, Botswana, Brazil, Chile, the Honduras, Iran, Kenya, Mexico, Morocco, South Korea, Spain, Switzerland, Thailand, Tunisia, Turkey, Yemen. And then we've got Austria. Apologies to both. Canada, Ethiopia, Greece, Indonesia, Jordan, Libya, Malaysia, the Netherlands, North Yemen, Norway, the Philippines, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Vietnam, the Soviet Union. Interesting because they got some from Ethiopia, Sudan, Taiwan, and the United States. So both Air Force and Navy and Marine Corps. So quite a few. As far as the U.S. configurations, Nellis Air Force Base was a primary location for this particular aircraft. The 64th, 65th, and the 425th Tactical Fighter Training Squadron at Luke in Arizona. The 527th Squadron out of Alconby in England. United States Navy, just a ton of stuff, right? We can list off about 7 or 8 squadrons in the Navy and 2 squadrons in the Marine Corps. So at any rate, there's just a lot to talk about. So let's look at the specifics in terms of the aircraft specs, and then we'll have a fly. We'll jump over to RAF Valley and make a run down through the Mach Loop, because that'll be fun. All right, let's take a look at the aircraft specs. Okay, so what would you want to know about the F-5 Tiger II? Crew of 1, length 48 feet 2 inches, wingspan 26 feet 8 inches, height 13 feet 4.5, wing area 186 square feet. Empty weight is 9,583 pounds. Gross weight 15,745 pounds. There's stats here about internal and external fuel capacity. Easy for me to say. And it's powered by 2 General Electric afterburning turbojet engines. Performance data. Maximum speed is Mach 1.63 at 36,000 feet. Max cruise is Mach 0.98 at 36,000 feet. Stall speed is 143 miles an hour. Never exceeds speed 820 miles an hour. Range 481 nautical miles. Service ceiling 51,800 feet. Rate of climb 34,500 feet. This thing will get up and move and take you to the roof. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. I think that you will enjoy it. So other things worthy of mentioning. Built in the 50s, right, by Northrop. The F5A and the F5B, principally the two primary variants, and then extensively updated in the F-5E and the F-5F Tiger II variants. So anyway, lots of different roles for this strike aircraft, air superiority, lots of history with this one. So I think that you'll enjoy the experience here in the sim. Anyway, let's jump over to RAF Valley and have a bit of a fly. Okay, we're sitting at the end of the runway in RAF Valley in the recently updated SC Designs F-5 Tiger. You know where we're going. So this has been updated for both 2020 and 2024. This is my favorite of deliveries that were shipped with the product. And I enjoy flying it. You have to wrestle with it a little bit, which is a good thing. All right, so no time like the present. Let's light this candle. Run them up. And positive rate, up we go. Gear up. Jump out the plane. And we will make our way down to the loop. Just come off of afterburner here. Truth in advertising, I do think the sounds can be a bit better. There seems to be quite a bit of variability. Alright, we'll make our way here down toward Lambetta and the estuary. Definitely looks the part. Flying this route for me never gets old. Always a lot of fun. And we'll keep our altitude reasonably managed here so we don't have to drop off a lot when we turn into the estuary. This will be a quick trip to the loop and back. This does have speed brakes. And I'll just deploy just so that you can watch the aircraft slow up here. And the speed brakes deployed below the fuselage. Alright, there's our friends at Lambetta. We can buzz the beach. I think the key to this is just managing your approach speed and making sure that it's fast enough. You do have a drag chute that you can deploy should you need it. Alright, we'll make the turn here into the estuary. Drop off some more altitude. Make our way around. And if you're not familiar with this route, this is the Mach Loop. This is low altitude, high speed training route in Wales. Over the top of our favorite cricket pitch. Give ourselves a few more seconds here and we'll double back. There we go. Make our turn here. Swing our way around and say hello to the photographer. Follow the road. And here we go. Alright, we are making our entrance into the loop. Now, make our way around this corner. And part of this we will cut over. And I'm going to try to make all the twisty parts here. Although this particular bird's quite maneuverable. We get away with most of it. Yeah. There we go. Give ourselves about a 4G turn there. Okay. Alright, we're heading to the back side of the loop here. We'll go over our trees. Back down into the river valley. We are now pumping up the jam on the engines here. We'll stay away from breaking the sound barrier here. And we do have the burners on. corner, getting close, so we'll back off. Yeah, I do think the sounds could be just a skosh better here. Not sure if it's my data connection here today or what. Alright, speed brake's out. We'll cut this corner. Back on the throttle. Knock out a few windows. Then we'll follow the highway around here. Turn right and make a slight climb to make up this hill. And we will follow the highway and right back out. Again, this route is fun and anything you fly through it. We had a group flight a couple of days ago where we were using transports on the primary, but there were a few high-speed little friends along the ride. We're very close to breaking the barrier there. Cut the corner here, shave off a minute or two on our flight time back to Valley. And we're already coming back up on the entrance to the estuary. And we'll say hello to our friends at Lambetta again with a nice high-speed pass. And if you don't want to make the entire trip from RAF Valley, this is a good airfield to use to make your way into the loop. All right. Get ourselves a little bit of altitude here. Speaking of climb rate, oh my goodness, this has got it. In the blink of an eye, we're at 7,000 feet. All right. And you do have a drag chute. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video. Should you need it. And we can start dropping some altitude here. Yeah, I love the analog nature of this cockpit. Definitely speaks to its era. Yeah, we'll jump back outside the plane again. Take in some more scenery. Alright. And you definitely don't want to get behind the curve here with the approach. Yeah, we got ourselves set up, I think, for a reasonable angle of attack here. And we can go ahead and drop gear here. Alright, there we go. Again, you do want to maintain thrust. It will lawn dart you if you don't. Alright. We will not land on the taxiway. We're in good shape here. Okay, to idle. And shoot out. And we're down. There we go. Welcome to Valley. And if this is your first look at the SC Designs F-5 Tiger, it's sim-worthy. I would definitely purchase it again. It was just recently updated this last week and is available from whence you purchased your aircraft. And RAF Valley is freeware available on Flightsim.to. I will try to remember to put a link in the description below. Echo Golf Oscar Victor for the ICAO code for this airfield. And we'll taxi over here to hang out with the F-15s. Airfield is very, very cool in 2020, but I'll say it's very cool in 24 if you get out and walk around. Oh, there's a fuel truck. All right, there we go. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when we're publishing content like this and other things. We appreciate you being along for the flight. We will do a deep dive on the F-5 in the next bit. All right. Hope everybody is keeping well. Welcome to Valley. Until next time. Cheers, y'all.